In the ever-evolving landscape of video games, where cutting-edge graphics and groundbreaking innovations dazzle our senses, there's just something special about going back to your old favorites. We all have those titles that hold a special place in our heart, no matter how many new releases we play. Welcome to the Switch Clicks podcast, episode 145. My name is Dakota, and today I'm joined by Kaiser.
Hello, everyone.
Nathan.
Hi there.
And Tyler.
Hello.
Another episode that we got the whole crew. So today we've gathered around. There's not much to talk about in terms of news, but we have gathered 2 games each of games that we constantly come back to, whether it be like really old nostalgia childhood games or just games that were released recently that we are still playing years after release. So who wants to go first?
Brave soul, because if nobody's doing it, then I will.
All right, Kaiser.
Oh, I already put me on the spot.
Yeah, we're putting you on the spot
You
now.
put yourself on the spot, to be completely fair.
True. No pressure. No
I
pressure.
deserved it. Now,
Pressure. All the
me
engagement is
personally-
riding on you, but no pressure.
you can always put more pressure on the wound, but maybe a little bit of salt. I don't know, maybe a little drip of lemon.
Do I know? I have a feeling I know which game you're going to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to guess, go ahead.
Actually, you know what? I'll let you surprise
It's a
us.
very broad stroke.
It's a very broad. You still have a really broad library, so let's hear it.
Honestly, the game that I have gone back to several times, like no matter what, has been KOF 95. Well, people say 98, but I really like 95 a lot. It is a game that's surprisingly pretty balanced for the time. In an era where fighting games were blatantly broken. When I say blatantly, I mean absolutely unplayable under certain circumstances. You got Street Fighter 2 having Geef literally touch a nephew off one grab because he could just do all these setups and just win. Guile.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. That makes sense.
Well, with
Mhm.
KOF 95,
Mhm.
it's not really the balance that was very interesting. It's solely just the soul put into a lot of it. With the stages, gorgeous, even by today's standards. The music being very iconic. Like, introducing a lot, like, an iconic character in the form of Iori Yagami.
What is your favorite theme from the game?
Oh boy, that's a hard one because for one, there's the Art of Fighting team, Swinging Boys' Hearts, Trembling Spirit, but then you have Stormy Saxophone. One.
I know this one. You've showed me this many times.
Yeah,
I think this was also in one of the music episodes too. So I think it was maybe the
that
first
was
one.
KOF 96 that I was talking about, but 95 is a different experience. This was before SNK finally invented movement in fighting games. But the game is balanced, but there's still a lot of grimy stuff, such as Kyo having upkicks infinite, which banned for obvious reasons. Rio doing absolutely no effort just to do more than half your life. Alongside just general shenanigans in 95 involving the little to no cross-up protection, where quite literally on a knockdown, you could just walk over and you're on the other side.
I am curious, like if you come back to this game relatively often, is there still like a scene to it that you can play, or are you just
most
kind of
definitely.
on your own?
Most
no,
definitely.
okay.
There's people who play through dubiously legal means.
Yeah.
That's right. It's still people play it consistently, especially with like a lot of my other friends that I do hang out with. That's not
Yeah,
this
that makes sense.
podcast. It's just very enjoyable, especially when you get to like when you fool around with a lot of the team building, which by the way was actually the first game to actually have team edit in the KOF series. Because in 94 it was just limited to just you selected a team and that's it. 95 is a game that's just I go back to more than like 98 actually, despite 98 being so popular. Now, like I've been rambling a good amount about just Magic in 95. Well, let's see what Tyler has to say about
Oh.
his feelings of his games.
Okay. Well, I think with my first game, it's pretty obvious, all things considered, but it's less of a single game, more of a series, because they're all kind of the same. My first game would be the Pokemon series.
Oh man, why
it-
am I surprised?
It
We are
is.
playing into each other's hands so well.
It's so easy to guess. In fact, just now, today, maybe an hour and a half ago, I booted up a new save file of Pokemon Conquest because I hadn't played it in a while. Crazy that game. It might as well it's like has a very similar plot to Legends Arceus, and it's like a similar time frame too. So I wonder how that works out. But that's not what I have to say because that's not even a mainline Pokemon game. But these games, I feel personally, Pokemon is the most replayable franchise to me because the later you get into the games, the more of a button mash, like an A mashing game it becomes. But like when you go back to primarily Gen 4 and 5, where I replay the most, you're just blitzing. Like it's a game where I feel like you can just replay it infinitely and have a different team every time. You have the self-imposed challenges that everyone loves. You have like ROM hacks and fan games constantly coming out, so I never run out of Pokemon games to play. And I just like these little guys. They're just every single one of them has a use that I could put on a team and play Soul Silver, but this time I'm going to toss out my starter and play primarily with Heracross or something. Like I don't know why this game is such like a disease on me. It's so ingrained into like what I enjoy video game wise, and like it's a consistent like twice a year thing that I just really get into the Pokemon series for like 3 months and then start doing other things again. And it's so weird.
Just like an endless grind, like you're just never gonna play any other game.
I don't think I'll ever play another game series as much as Pokemon. Like I went through a bunch of my games the other day, or like all my systems and stuff that record your play times and added them up. And I think roughly my total Pokemon hours was like, I think I had like 1,066 on my 3DS. But like if I were to estimate around where like what like the DS and the Switch would put me in, like I think I'm at like 3,000 hours of Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Yeah, not
like
surprised.
I just keep, and the thing is, I'm not even the guy who likes Pokemon the most out of like
That is true.
our little group here.
That is very true. Oh, so
I
Yeah,
can-
sorry, I had to call myself out.
Oh.
I'm not the one with 4,000 hours.
as a matter of fact, that person is actually playing Pokemon Violet right now.
Oh,
No shot.
lovely.
No, right now. I'm serious. They are
Yeah.
playing Pokemon Violet right now.
I'm pretty sure his Switch hours beat my total Pokemon hours.
Probably, but
It is
I mean,
Switch
insane.
hours on just Pokemon probably beat all of my Switch hours combined.
Yeah.
I'm probably.
So I'm not even the worst here. So I feel comfortable exposing myself as much as I do about my Pokemon enjoyment.
I realize
Yeah.
he probably sleeps Pokemon too.
Oh,
Wait, Pokemon
sleep?
sleeps
Pokemon
out.
sleep?
He's never
Pokemon
going
what?
to.
He's never
Oh.
going to stop playing Pokemon now.
Yeah,
Pokemon 24/7 for days.
constant grind.
He can play Pokemon. He can sleep Pokemon. Now all he needs
Oh
to
my
eat
gosh.
Pokemon.
That's oh dear.
He just needs. I mean, like Pokemon snack foods exist. It wouldn't be the healthiest thing.
Yeah. You can go to the Pokemon Cafe. Then you got the
Mhm.
Triforce of a Pokemon addict.
Oh dear.
Oh
He has
boy.
all He has all three virtues of a Pokemon addict. Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's bad, and it's a shame because the newer games haven't caught me the same way the old ones have. But it does not change the fact that this stupid franchise is gonna cling to me forever.
Well, okay, it's at least understandable. Like, I can excuse it if you were to play like Gen 5 and before and lower, like revisit those, because those are just pure nostalgia at this point. They're amazing games.
Mhm. I can
Well,
pretty confidently play through Oraz a lot.
yeah.
Like I love, and not X and Y are hard, but yeah, it's so weird that like all of them are even the ones I don't really like, I could see myself replaying them eventually. And it's so weird how it goes. Why is it like this? Why am I like this? But
Speaking
as
of addiction, Nathan?
Um,
Is this an
Oh.
addiction?
so how I found out about our friend playing Pokemon is I may or may not be playing one of my overly addictive games. And that one happens to be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Oh,
I don't-
yeah.
Whoa, that's
I-
a curveball.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
I
not-
don't know why I keep revisiting this game, and I don't really play online that often. I just like hop in a random quick play game against a CPU, and I just play.
Yeah,
Mindless.
I hate Smash Online, but I keep coming back to normal Smash Bros.
Yeah, like I cannot stop playing this game against a level 9 CPU on like tourney legal rule sets, but like I never go online and play it.
Yeah.
Play against
If I didn't have my other game here, Smash Ultimate probably would be my biggest game. Although I think I still have like 100 more hours in Smash 4, which is
Oh,
weird to think
shoot.
about because I haven't touched that game in so long. But yeah.
I recently broke the 500-hour barrier on this.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's just say like at least 450 of those hours are offline play against the level 9
Mhm.
CPU. And it's not even like all the special modes either. This is just straight up Smash. Like this is straight up 1v1 free stock battle. And there's nothing special about it.
Mhm.
I really don't know why, but that's also why I've grown to basically learn half the characters in the game. Although I wouldn't say I'm anywhere close to being good. Like I'm probably terrible at it.
I don't
Um,
think any of us are. Like I feel like anyone who like actually plays Smash Bros still like confidently
Yeah.
destroys every single one of us.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
We
I
actually
must
do
destroy
know
my
someone.
friends.
Yeah.
We do
Kaiser,
not-
you and I know a specific person who
Yeah.
spends a lot of
I
time
have
on.
yet to. I haven't played Smash Bros against them in years though, so I'll be destroyed, but I don't know how badly.
Well, I think you'll last maybe at least. I think you'll last like 3/4 of a match. Like in terms of like you'll survive pretty well.
I still have like
For
an 100%
consistency,
win
it's a
rate
different
with
thing.
Pac-Man, so I'll
Well,
always hold
yeah.
that against me.
That's true. And we did recently. The four of us here recently did hang out, and I think
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say you're still the best out of the four of us.
Yeah.
Well, especially Pac-Man, you've proven your win rate there.
I won one.
Undefeated
yeah,
Pac-Man. Hey, Evo, look out.
Evil, look out for the next Pac-Man main.
It's so funny because it really is like the like I'm the best in my friend group kind of.
Yeah.
Smash Bros is so fun in that way that you can feel so good and then lose so hard.
I know it screws with your ego sometimes.
It does. That's why I cannot play online.
Yeah, me neither.
Also, it's not very good, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, it's not very good. They don't have good netcode, so you're not gonna play a legitimate match there. It has to be in person. I also proven myself to be overly goofy in the game. I think when I tried to go for those fancy moves and kept losing to you as a result on last stock. I think I SD'd as Sephiroth. I also SD'd as I think Captain Falcon. I SD'd as Simon, and I think I also did. I think those 3 games I SD'd accidentally, because I was trying to do some overly fancy move against you on last stock.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
And you
hubris
love
of
to
man.
see it. That's the best way to
Yeah,
lose a match.
it's the best way to lose a match is if you try to do something.
The
overly
funniest way
fancy.
I say it's just the funniest way to lose a match.
Funniest
Mhm.
way to lose the match is
And
to
then
try
there's
to win the
me.
match.
And there's me, Felt Yoshi.
Ew!
Oh. We have to move on before we have to move on quickly.
Yeah, we need to stay away from
Stay away
that
from
fight.
Felt Yoshi.
Just
Stay
like
away
how
from
we're
Felt Yoshi.
staying away from Dakota.
Right,
Sorry,
yeah.
man. I'm
Dakota
sorry. We love you,
has
man.
been we've been blocking out Dakota long enough. I think it's time for him to talk about one of
Give us a
his
taste.
favorite games.
So in the last like 15 minutes, I've switched both of my games because I keep remembering games that I come back to.
Oh shoot.
At first, it was
Oh.
just going to be a game that I really liked and that I have not came back to, but I will eventually. Then I
Again-
remembered another game that I do come back to, but not for very long. And then I remembered one that I have thousands of hours on, and I can't track that. So first one will be Portal 2, specifically.
Ooh.
Very
Um,
respectful, actually.
Yeah, I believe this was my first game that I ever beat on a computer. Insane.
If you watch the play by two
oh,
review,
yeah.
you know this.
Yeah, actually, specifically Portal 2, yeah. And I only come back to it and have like 30-minute sessions where I just like play the top, I don't know, like the top recommended community tests.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's just so good. What is it? How old is it? It's like 12 years old or something.
Yeah, 12 years old and the game's still being like released.
Yeah, and people are still supporting it, and I am still playing it. And for some reason, what also reminded me recently, and I have touched it recently, is in Tears of the Kingdom, all of the shrines are kind of built like a Portal test.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess that
I didn't actually realize that until you mentioned it.
even like
They have-
Breath of the Wild's very similar that way.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's also another reason I came back to it. Either way, it's a legendary game. It regularly goes on sale for like $2, so I don't know why anybody hasn't played it.
Yeah, I've
Mhm.
heard. I've never really heard anything bad about Portal 2 at all. So, you know what? I'll give it a try eventually.
It's not even like my most played game. Like, it's my 5th most played game at like 41 hours. My most played game is Gary's Mod, but I haven't touched that in like 6 years.
Yeah, well, Gary's Mod is Gary's Mod. It's anything goes in that. So
Yeah, I love my roleplay.
I love my short films. Now, do we want to go through the same order again and go with Kaiser's second game?
I think we just do a second loop.
Unless you have a better segue.
A better segue. None of my well, my second game doesn't really segue really well into this, so I'll stay away.
Okay, so we had mostly like up until Portal. Oh no, that's a lie. I was gonna say it's all Nintendo games. I forgot about Kaiser's. But my next played game by not a significant margin. I think it's has a little bit more hours than all of the Smash Broses combined. Maybe a little bit less. I'm not quite sure. I need to double check. But it is the highest rated game on Steam, Terraria.
Oh
Yay!
boy.
I
Oh,
love
dear.
this game so much. It's probably the game I've went back to and oh no, I have completed more Pokemon games, but this stupid little game has been getting updated for so long that every time I come back, there's something else I can do.
Yeah,
And
we keep getting the
it
last
always-
update. The last
Yeah,
update.
we've been getting the last update for like 3 years. And it's like I find it so much. I don't really want to compare it to Minecraft, but I'm going to. Like,
oh,
I
how
think-
dare you.
I think Terraria just is. It captivates me so much more than Minecraft ever has. Like, I am a big Minecraft enjoyer, but I get burnt out of it really quickly. Like, I can play Minecraft for maybe a day or two, and then I'm good. I'm good for the
That's-
rest of for like 6 months before I beat
That's
Minecraft.
honestly
again.
that's honestly understandable.
Yeah. And then Terraria comes around, and I kind of think of it as it has all the pros of Minecraft, but just more stuff to do. Like, there's proper progression where
Mhm.
the game progresses as you beat each boss. And I feel like if I didn't spend the first like 2 years of like actually playing this game, um, absorbing everything in the wiki, I feel like I'd still be discovering new items, and sometimes I still do. And it's just like in the same way that Pokemon, I can replay an infinite number of times and like always have a new Pokemon. Terraria, I can feel like you can play it so many times and have a completely different set of items, even though I tend to just go to like the basic stuff that I like and stick with it. But it's such a weird game because it's one of the only video games where I find the grind kind of fun because I'm not going for anything crazy rare, and most of the time it's just kind of like going with the flow of what the game gives me. But it's such a beautiful mix of like Minecraft with like bullet heaven combat that
Bullet
really
Heaven.
oh
Okay, okay, I'm gonna.
that makes
Okay,
I
okay,
mean not to
okay,
the same
okay,
degree. It's not like a
Uh-oh.
okay,
Toho
okay,
or
okay,
a
okay,
anything
Uh-oh.
crazy.
Uh-oh, I think you
I'll I've triggered a cutscene.
Look, look,
Uh-oh.
look, look, look. I'm not. Why would you say bullet heaven? God damn, there's no
Well,
heaven without
I
bullets. Okay, it's only hell. There's only hell. We have not
I
experienced it yet.
I have an enjoyable time. Therefore, I'm thinking heaven. Um, unless I'm
Clearly,
fighting some bosses, but
clearly, Empress of
I'm not
the
fighting the
Empress
Empress of
today.
Light in daytime. I'm simply not doing that because that's not fun.
Wow. Wow. Look at this
I
fool, this casual.
yeah, probably. I still have a very hard time actually like beating any hard modes in the game. But I think Terraria is the easiest game for me to recommend to someone to a degree. It has like a decent learning curve, but I feel like if someone was like, I want to get into a game, what game should I get into? I would recommend Terraria over Pokemon because it's like a game that captures the weirdly the same part of my brain, but also for the most part is like only a positive community.
Okay, Tyler. I'll ask you this.
Hmm.
I want to get into a game. What game should I get into?
I think you should get into Terraria.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Terraria is, I mean, it scratches just like the perfect itch for me of uh like scouring a wiki to figure out certain stuff. Like going, oh, I need to fight the pirates in order to get this, so I can do this. And it's such a it's a game that is nice enough, like it's cheap, it's good, and if you don't like it, you know you don't like it within like the first 20 minutes, so you can refund it.
That sounds really promising.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you grew up as a Terraria kid and not a Minecraft kid?
No, Minecraft kid. I
Oh, we
converted.
got a convert.
You gotta
I-
go.
I converted to Terraria kid. Like I think I got into Minecraft in like 2010.
Oh, before the big
When,
craze
when
hit.
did when did 1.6 come out?
Oh shoot, that's a quick Google search I'm gonna make.
Yeah, when did because that's when I 2013.
2013.
Yeah, I got in at Minecraft in 1.6 and then and was a big Minecraft enjoyer for about
The horse update.
4 years, and then I
Yeah.
played Terraria and went, wait, this is better.
Dang, this game
And
is
I've not
actually
looked
good.
back. It's funny because my brother introduced it to me, and I was like, "This sucks. I'm not gonna play
Bro,
this.
it's
I don't
just 2D
understand it."
Minecraft.
And then I went back to it a little bit later and went, "Uh oh,
Yes,
he was right."
you are no longer a doo-doo diaper baby.
Maybe I'll interject because my second game was Minecraft.
Oh shoot. Okay.
You know, I know
Let's see where
judgment
this
is
heads into.
judgment is everywhere.
Oh dear.
Okay, so Minecraft peak gameplay.
Explain yourself.
I think I
Explain.
I don't even know how many hours I have in the game because they don't even track that. But if I would have to guess, I have more than like between like 2 to 10,000 hours. It's got to be.
That is a
something like
big range.
I know
is
that's
a
a huge
very, very
range,
broad
but
range.
I
Does that-
played it so much when I was like probably like 10 or something.
Okay,
Really
but
young.
real question though, how many platforms have you played it on?
Well, Mac, Windows,
Mac. I'm sorry.
I
Oh,
guess
Mac.
Switch a
Okay.
little bit.
Let's just.
I'm not an
Let's-
Xbox kid.
Oh, you're not an Xbox kid, right?
Playing on an Xbox was like a sin in my
I
eyes.
played Minecraft on like every I played Minecraft on Mac. I've played it on PC. I played it on mobile for a little not as much. I had it on the Wii U forever. Like I think the most amount of time I've spent playing Minecraft is on the Wii U version.
Did you get it on
That's
3DS?
depressing.
I did not get it on. I did not get 3DS.
Wow. Okay, fake
But
fan.
I've also played it quite a bit on the Xbox Minecraft as well. But
Okay.
yeah, it's also like, that's like
oh,
the same as
wow.
Terraria, which is also funny. Like I played Terraria on Mac, PC, Wii U, Xbox,
Oh, dear.
PlayStation, and iPad.
Oh my gosh. Let's
I've
see
bought
here.
it-
A
It's just
real
that type
Minecraft
of game
gamer.
that you can come back to and do something different than you did the last.
Well,
And
I mean, there's. The
I
updates,
usually-
too.
Yeah, I usually fall into doing the same thing, which some people do.
Yeah.
But I usually build a
100%
really
do
nice
that.
looking house in single player, and then beat the Ender Dragon, and then I'm done. But back way then, I would join multiplayer servers, coordinate a town with people from the other side of the planet,
Oh my
and
gosh.
then like make rules for the town, buy up land in an area, sell it to somebody for diamonds. You roleplay.
Okay,
it was
okay,
amazing.
okay. I
I don't
have
think I've
heard
ever
more
legitimately
about
beat the Ender Dragon. I'm gonna put that out there.
Oh, you.
fake fan.
Okay. I mean, I'm not.
You're
I'm not a
disgrace
regular-
to this generation.
I'm not even a
I've-
regular Minecraft player, and I've beaten the Ender Dragon so many times already.
We had a
My
Minecraft server, and you guys beat the Ender Dragon when I was at work.
I
Yeah, that's
wasn't even.
true.
I wasn't even
Honestly, that's a
playing
skill
then.
issue. You should have been here for the clan instead of doing your own life commitments.
Hey, let's be fair here. We had like at least like 5 players doing the fishing exploit during that match. So
That's true.
so it wasn't really a fair game.
It's also what every single Minecraft server boils down to, just absolute chaos after
Yeah.
the week of massively playing it.
Yeah, I dropped off because it was just so.
It was getting
uninteresting.
way too optimized.
It was so like everything was. How do I say it? Everything was really inflated.
Yeah,
It was inflating really, really fast. Like the game was.
it was
progressing.
optimized. Yeah,
I
This
do
is-
think
this
that's
is
especially
to
to
the
the best.
point.
it's like a reason it's kind of hard for me to come back to Minecraft is because there's always someone who speed runs the game, and like everyone plays Minecraft at a different pace.
Yeah.
So it's weird because I do think multiplayer Minecraft is like up there as peak gaming experience, but it
Mhm.
also can be like ruined kind of quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've rarely actually had a good multiplayer Minecraft experience. The best experience I've had was playing with my little cousin on the PS3 version. Literally,
I
like I'm not even kidding. Like the laggy, slow loading PS3 version, I've had more fun with that than playing on that big Minecraft realm that we
I
had.
love local co-op.
Yeah, local co-op, you can actually like coordinate stuff, and like
Mhm.
even if it was LAN or like a small, maybe like 4-player team, I'd be fine with that. But like, I would not survive a survival world in a realm and have fun with that. Like that would just be completely boring if you have someone
also,
speed
like-
running it.
as much as I like Terraria, Minecraft building is so much fun.
Yeah.
That's literally my favorite part.
It's so good.
I think that's
I,
the
like-
whole attraction to it now.
I kind of, I think I stopped. Like, and I've never beat the Ender Dragon because I spend so much time trying to build an elaborate house to the point where it burns me out before I can do anything else in Minecraft.
That's actually justified. Okay. I think I'll let you go on that. I think
Let
as
me
long as
live.
you're constant. Yeah, I think if you're too busy building to fight the Ender Dragon, sure, why not?
Like I
'Cause-
have, I have like a server, an on and off server with like college friends right now, and
Yeah.
I barely have any. Like we've been playing for, I have not touched it in quite a while. It's relatively dead, but I still go back occasionally, and I only have like iron armor, but I'm building a big like an overly grand scale build. I love building in that game.
I
Yeah.
think at the end of the day, Minecraft is, just kind of a game we could hop back into really easily, but like at the end of it's not really going to be something that'll last us that long.
There's a
Like,
reason it's the biggest game ever.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
like it appeals
is
to
the game
everyone,
of
but
all time.
it's not really for everyone in that sense. Like people have other games that they could be interested in, or maybe they, there's certain things in Minecraft that are not in there yet, or maybe there's a Minecraft spin-off that they want to play. It could go anywhere. I'm sorry,
Oh.
trying to justify dungeons and legends there.
Did
Sorry.
you see how much Legends bombed?
Oh
Holy
my
crap. It
god!
lost so much money.
That's what happens when they decide to go with action strategy instead of like real time strategy.
I don't think I knew Legends came out. I thought Legends was Dungeon.
Nope. It's a
Oh.
totally separate game. It's so bad.
Yeah, well,
Not worth it.
It is
Not worth it.
fascinating how the biggest game ever can't launch a successful spin-off.
Well, oh yeah,
You
that's
already
true.
peaked. You can't get better
Yeah.
than that.
You can't get any better than that. And plus, there's already mods supporting the original game, so it's not like you're in a content drought, anyways.
You
But
can't get better than that unless
Personally, it's just
Nathan or
I
Kaiser have a better game.
Oh,
I
mean, maybe not a better game.
Do we want to
Kaiser
superior
play?
can't get better.
game. It's right. We're not going to talk about a better game. We're going to be talking about a superior game. Okay, this one. Now, this game is so good, it'll blow your socks off. You'll probably disown your children because they are not as good as this game. And I'm talking about
Ouch.
Dragon Quest V.
Mind Builder on the Xbox Live Arcade.
You mean Castle Cragers V?
Dragon Quest V.
Dragon Quest
V
V.
is honestly just is the best Dragon Quest game in the franchise. You could talk about Dragon Quest 9 having the amazing, expansive gameplay loop it has, but it doesn't match the overall experience of Dragon Quest 5. Not
6?
5.
You're about to say 6 there.
The thing is, like, I keep thinking of KOF 96, so it's like, bam.
Okay.
Well, Dragon Quest 5, most, if not all the versions are just magical in their own right. Solely because the story is just very unique compared to so many other JRPGs, and how it all ties together throughout all the generational gaps, right? Like, a key thing that I love so much about it is just the world building of the characters, especially with how so much of it is based on recruiting monsters to join your cause. There's so many monsters you could recruit too, from your classic slime to even the elusive liquid metal slime. I got one, I named it Snake. Yes, yes. References aside, it is a magical game, and the combat is just simple, but very effective.
Didn't this-
You don't really need to go crazy with the combat for Dragon Quest V. It's solely just the art direction, especially considering Toriyama drew up all the designs for the monsters, the characters, and of course the magic that is the music. God,
Which hero is Dragon Quest V?
the one with the turban.
The turban one. Okay.
Yes.
Didn't it take like 17 years for this game to hit the West?
Yeah, comparatively. That's because, you got Final Fantasy, and everyone loves
Man.
Final Fantasy, don't you? I sure love my favorite retro game, Final Fantasy VII, the first real Final Fantasy that I've ever played. What do you mean there are other Final Fantasy games before 7?
Did you play 3? I mean, did you play 6?
Yeah, I've played all of them, but well, I can't say 11 or 14. You're not gonna get me to. You're never gonna get me to play 14 at all, no matter what. Like, goddamn, you're not making me play A14. No, I don't care about the free trials, or the expansive lore, or the gameplay loop. Come on, I'm not
That's the
interested.
bad one, right? There is
What?
there's a bad
What?
one between 14, 15, 16, right? There's some weird one, right?
What do you mean bad? It's more so 13 is an awkward place because of how it plays.
If you say
Those
16, that'd be
issues.
an interesting. That'd be a hot take.
Dude, I would actually just destroy you on the spot.
I know there was a
Nope.
bad one in the teens. I just didn't know which one.
It's 13 because it's more so
I
like
think that goes with like
awkward.
every JRPG.
Y'all know Dragon Quest has stayed on top.
Well, Dragon Quest
Uh,
hasn't got to the teens.
It has. I mean, it has
11.
11. Well, actually,
11.
it's a little before the teens, but 11.
You see, there's a reason why it takes more time than a RPG. Why
It's
you
a
think there's
prophecy.
16? Why you
Watch
think
out
there's
for like Dragon
16?
Quest 13.
Why you think
Oh,
there's
wow,
16
12's not
Final
even out,
Fantasy
and we're talking about
games
13
and
already.
only 11 Dragon Quest games? Because there's more love in Dragon Quest than Final Fantasy, okay?
That's why it's still on Nintendo.
But wait until there's a car. What if there's a car and they're driving around and having a good time
Oh my
in Dragon
gosh.
Quest?
Yeah, I mean, there's the cars not out of the question. They have ridden on a magic carpet, a flying bed,
Mm.
all that kind of stuff.
Magic Carpet.
Yeah,
They can show you the world.
most definitely the world of Dragon Quest Five. And honestly, it is an experience that I highly recommend to anyone, no matter the age. It is emotionally resonant, very, very touching.
Oh, and
Oh.
also, don't we have to go through some dubiously illegal means to get this? Because, I mean, I wouldn't want to pay that much to get a DS
Oh
version.
no, there's already
Or
official stuff with like the iOS.
do I want to play it on mobile, though? Do I really want to play it on mobile devices?
Well, here's the thing. If
I
you're-
won't tell
it's
if you
not-
won't tell.
It's a quick game. It's a quick game.
It's a quick
God.
game.
Relatively, because Dragon Quest is more about the experience. How much time you put into it is up to you.
How
Well,
quick is a
just
quick
the
Dragon
gameplay.
Quest?
Well,
How
you see,
quick?
it depends on the title because you got, the original, you could probably beat that in an hour or two. Dragon Quest 3, well, 10, maybe 15 hours. It depends on if you want to go through it faster.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. Oh wait, let me double check something. Actually, I'm
Mhm.
curious to see if I can actually play this game because I do have a feeling. Do they have Dragon Quest on the Switch? They don't.
They
Damn
don't
it.
have 5 on the Switch.
They don't have 5 on the Switch, even through the NSO subscription, which usually that's the way how you get
Yeah.
Japanese exclusive games.
It's unfortunate, but even then, there's still other ways to play it through, well,
Oh,
I
well.
keep mentioning dubiously legal means, but outside
This
of that,
illegal means.
very well worth the effort.
Oh, they do have Shin Megami Tensei 2, though. That's
Of course
a
they
whole
do.
different story. That's a whole different story.
Yeah, I could talk about that another time.
That's a whole different discussion. That we're gonna.
Everybody's dancing furiously.
Oh boy. No pressure, but it looks like it's on you to cap this off. What game could
Well.
it possibly be?
Okay, so I know Dakota and Kaiser have been played this with me extensively
Oh yeah,
last year. It
I'll
is
get back to that eventually.
it is none other than, oh, you guessed it, Call of Duty.
Yeah. That
But okay, here's a twist though. I don't really play multiplayer because that stuff is garbage. I
No,
played the
I'm not
zombies
playing
mode.
multiplayer.
I played the zombies mode featured in all the Treyarch games, all the Treyarch developed games.
mm.
And the reason why it's so fun is because it really has this how do I say it?
It's got
kind
the
of
arcade feel.
yeah, it has an arcade feel to it. Like you basically just hop on a game and you survive as many rounds as possible against zombies. It obviously gets progressively harder and harder, and the
Mhm.
resources you have, it gets all like weaker and less effective as you go on. It's just a really fun and simple game to hop on. And I specifically dumped a lot of hours into Black Ops 3. I don't know why. Like I used to hate this game a lot, but I suppose maybe my opinion has changed on it.
Your taste have developed further.
Maybe. And I still kind of play it these few days. It's really how do I say this? No two games end up playing the same. Like no matter how same the strategies are for every map in this game, the games are always going to be different in some sort of way. And that's kind of why I enjoy it. Other than the fact that it's just really fun to kind of take in this environment, this like ruined zombie apocalypse environment. All these different maps have different types of aesthetics, and just overall, it's really how do I say this? It's not repetitive. It doesn't like bore you to death if you play it, because there's always going to be something new everywhere you turn. Not necessarily new as in new content, but new as in a different event's going to happen.
Hmm.
Now, Tyler, I know you haven't played this before, but
I played a little bit of zombies, but not with the group.
I definitely wouldn't. Well, I probably would invite you if you're interested.
Right.
But
Owned
Yeah,
the game.
I'm also right here.
yeah, Kaiser. I played with Kaiser the most out of everyone here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know we
Well,
kind of
but-
dragged Dakota into it. Well,
I don't know how you guys
and-
play the game for hours. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, it depends on
It's-
how
it's
they're
the-
feeling that day.
It's the arcade. It's the arcade feel. It's also the kind of the feeling.
I
of the game.
just like the gameplay loop until a certain point where we just do last stand.
Yeah, I think some of the I think if you do try to keep playing this game to death, it does get very boring. I have to admit, and it takes like if a game lasts anywhere past like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I think it's going to be just very very boring, and
It's just grading. It's just
but that's where you get the opportunity to just have a creative way to end the game. And I think overall, that plus the whole progression system in Black Ops 3 being very, very, very long to complete, it honestly keeps me very motivated to keep playing. Even though it can get very boring, could get tedious, it can also, it can also get very repetitive at certain points. But that is definitely the second game I've been really, really stuck on. I always hated calling myself a COD player, but hey, it's if this counts, then this counts. Like I'm not really semi-retired Call of Duty player. Let's just put it at that. Semi-retired, semi-active, only play zombies mode. Don't bother me at all with multiplayer.
Thank you for joining us and discussing our journey down memory lane. We would love it if you could follow us on Threads and Twitter, listen to future episodes on Spotify and iTunes, join our Discord community server, partake to today's discussion, and we'll see you next time on the Switch Clicks podcast.